confusion does light experience time? We know, and this is a fact, that in our frame of reference, light does take finite time to travel from one point to another, and it does take finite time between its creation and annihilation. For example, light takes approximately 8 minutes in traveling from sun to the earth. We all know. Okay. So the confusion is that this confusion comes from the special relativity itself. When you use the time dilation formula for the light, then for its one line, and if you consider a frame moving with the speed of light, means along the photon, with the photon, then you will see that the proper time come out to be 0. It's very simple. You put V equal to C and you find the gamma factor, and then you, as you can see here, you get 0. So that means in the photons frame the time taken is 0, but in our frame the time is not actually 0, it is finite time. So what is wrong with it? The correction to be made is that no any frame or no any observer can travel at the speed of light, means there is no any rest frame for the photon. So what does this rest frame mean? I mean, suppose there is an observer which is moving with the photon, but observer is massive, and if, so it cannot travel at the speed of light, means it can never, there can never be a frame in which light is at rest. So that means we cannot define a rest frame for the photon. And the way we experience time is dependent on our measurement, on our frame of reference itself. Okay, so why do I say that we experience time? I experience time because, like, I am sitting in my room, I see my watch. Okay, uh, then uh, I see that the clock is moving, and so I can measure the time in my frame of reference, and so I experience time, and I say that this much time has passed, and that's how we experience time in our frame of reference. Means all of us have a rest frame, means every observer which is massive, remember it, every observer on any object which is massive, which has finite mass, does have a rest frame. Okay, but for photon, since photon is massless, it always move at the speed of light, which is around uh, 300 million per second. Okay, so it always move at the speed of light, and it is massless, and you know that no any observer and no any frame of reference can travel at the speed of light, and so there is no rest frame for the photon. That means it is wrong to say that photon experience time or not, because we cannot define a frame of reference, a rest frame in which photon is rest. So there is no point of saying that photon experience time or photon does not experience time. Okay, because again I am saying there is no any rest frame for the photon, and so this is a big misconception that photon does not experience time. No, you cannot define the experience, the time itself for the photon. There is no proper time for the photon, and hence we often say that photon does not experience time because there is no rest frame. So it's just okay to say that photon does not experience time. But in our frame, in which we can measure the speed, the interaction, and other things, we say that photon take finite time. So I hope, so just remember, there is no any rest frame for the photon, and and therefore there is no need of experiencing time for the photon. Okay, photon cannot experience time because there is no rest frame. We experience time because we have a rest frame. We can, no matter at what speed we travel, we can always find a frame in which we will be in rest, and so we experience time. Photon does not experience time because they do not have rest frame. So that is the confusion and that is the clarification. I hope you understand the misconception and the problematic ideas behind it. Thank you.